Alright, after numerous takes and numerous times of rehearsing this verbally, also imagining the rehearsal and trying to do many takes of this on recording, I know half of me was wanting to do is just rant, rave, get pissy, get angry. Other half of me was like, you know what, just don't even bother with it anymore. Why give these people attention? Which I should have gone with that option, but I chose the third option. I want to actually do a response to this in general to two main subjects that I really feel that has been concerning. The main topic of the matter, or the main subject of the matter, is that videos that have been done and I do not wish to look back on, and still people want to bring up the fact that, oh wow, you're wrong about something, or the fact that I critique something. And I get it. I understand the heat that comes with it, but then there has to be a point in time where you take at least a few seconds out of your time to notice that if you go to the about section of the video, you would realize the upload date of that is pretty much a crucial part of that video because it lets you know how long ago it was, which means that it's a possibility that my views or my own critique or my circumstance on the matter may have changed. That's more inclined to the second part of the subject I want to talk about. But the first one I want to talk about is the whole Hyperionism and Mourge official. Yes, Thrashmetalguru, why? Why did you keep bringing this one up? Well, this isn't one I really brought up myself, but it came forward to me because recently I've actually had more people come to me about this whole, you don't understand what Hyperionism is, and I think you lack the term, you don't have the intelligence for it, yada, yada, yada. And to give a broad perspective, I don't care how many people like or dislike it. It wasn't really the point of what I was trying to do. My thoughts and my own opinions on it do not change. Yeah, it still hasn't changed to this point. So to all those people who want to keep telling me about this, you're not going to convince me. You're not going to convince me to change. And it's not just the fact that, hey, I'm a Christian and I don't believe this, but there's other people in the community, such as the Amazing Atheist, Stevie Wolf, and Count Jacula, and even people like Jeff Holiday, who question the crap out of this, and they believe very differently than people like me or others around, because we're talking about atheists, Satanists, Christians, hell, even a Luciferian, which I don't even remember what his fucking name was, even thought this whole entire thing was bullshit. So to any Hyperionists or Hyperion out there, don't bother. You're not going to convince me. You can still leave your own views and your own disagreeable, you can still disagree with me all you want. I'm not going to take that away from you. But if you're going to sit there and try to tell me that I'm completely wrong about something, well, then don't waste your time. I know exactly where I stand on the issue, and that's not going to change. Because I still remember it. I'm past it, but it doesn't mean that I don't remember it. My views on it are not going to change. So don't bother trying. Now, with that being out of the way, I want to address a bigger issue, just more the fact that it's just more irritable to me, because it seems that the fan base of Mcjuggernuggets, and again, I'm not going to generalize the entirety of Mcjuggernuggets' audience as a whole, but there are still people out there that still seem to not get the memo. Now, I could have cursed, I could have called people names, I could have just said how much people are being nimrods about this. However, though, I want to be mature about this and address something so that way people have more of an open mind to what's going on here. Now, I specifically made a video which was addressing, I guess, a concerning matter over the whole real and fake situations with Mcjuggernuggets' Psycho series back in the day. This was over 4 years ago, so we're talking 2016. People still kept coming forward to that and giving me so much grief over the fact that the videos are fake, so why are you even talking about it? Or, the Psycho series is fake, dude. Really? How did you not comprehend that? What these people probably didn't realize is that the video that I made was over 4 years ago. Key concept, or key words, 4 years ago. Which means that my opinion and stance on that matter definitely would have changed. Because I know for the fact that the Psycho series, we're talking 2020, so now we're clear on the record because I'm going to address the 2016 situation. I know for the fact the Psycho series is completely fake and it's a scripted area. I've already learned my lesson back in 2016 after I realized that the final episode, it was all a ploy. It just took the snap of those two thumbs at the very end of his video to realize, oh wow, I actually had been fooled. And indeed, I had been fooled. I had been fooled once. I was actually fooled twice. But this was a little bit more of a justified area, being fooled twice, by the way, because there was an issue between Jesse and his brother Jeffrey. Now, it's basically exactly like this formula, like I am in right now, ranting in front of a camera. Those were basically the issues. They were harping back and forth on each other. I guess family drama between them, which seemed like a very legitimate and situational, method to be in. But unfortunately, this is where the straw almost broke the camel's back, because the fact of the matter is that they're taking a formula like this and putting it for drama purposes. Now, again, I'm no one to critique. I'm no one to dictate how they run their content. But now, say the third time, and again, I feel like I've addressed this point before too, but I'm addressing it again. I feel like if the third time that they make a video series on something that is actually serious and something actually wrong did happen, how am I going to take it seriously now? Because if I just address it as fake and then all of a sudden people tell me, well, you're a fucking asshole because now it's been confirmed to be real, well, I'm sorry, but the fact of the matter is that I got fooled twice. The first one, I probably should have paid more attention. The second one, that's a little bit far over the edge because that's taking some legitimate concerns and it feels like that was thrown in my face and it's playing with the emotions. Now, let's go back to 2016. What these fans of Mcjuggernuggets, and that's no disrespect to Mcjuggernuggets now, because I've softened up a bit, despite being fooled the second time, and the fact that I was pissed off at Jeffrey and Jesse Ridgway, sorry to address them by their real names, but Bigbrudda and Mcjuggernuggets. I was pissed off to the fact that I feel like my emotions had been played with, and I know that may not have been intentional. It was what's the best word to describe it? Not just for intentional, but not indirect, but there's a better word to describe it. Inadvertently. It was inadvertently that I was pissed off. Because I feel like there was legitimate beef between these two brothers. This was during this little vlog thing that they did back maybe a year or 2 years ago, at the very least. Anyway, that point's done. Let's go right back to this. 2016, 4 years ago. Now we're up to 2020. Still had all these people come back over and saying, well, wow, are you really this ignorant? The Psycho series is fake. And I'm only going to say this because it's got to be clear. No shit. Because I bet you if you take the 10 seconds out of the time you view my videos, you will realize the date on that video is in fact 2016, which is also stating that the video was 4 years old, which should tell you that maybe a lot of things have changed since 2016. Now, this isn't really something that I really should have just made a video on to look back on because, you know what, I really didn't want to waste my time having to constantly explain myself over and over again because, let me make it to you clear for any Juggies out there, and I could not give a rat's ass if this video gets 1,000 dislikes and maybe 10 likes. I do not care at this point. I already realized my own mistakes when it came to critiquing the Psycho series. Now, do I feel like some of mine critiquing may have a little bit of some legitimate concerns? Absolutely. However, though, my stances on a lot of things have changed over the time since, and I really think that it was completely biased of you to be coming over like that. Now, I understand that, yes, I was wrong in those positions, and I own up to those wrongs, because I was wrong. But I really think that I can't really teach common sense to something that should just take you 10 seconds out of your time to realize that, okay, the video's 4 years old. Things have changed. I'm tired of addressing that issue. I'm so tired of it. And it needs to be a little bit better. And it has to be, I want to do this a little bit more maturely. So I'm going to say this with just complete genuine here. Don't act like a fool. Okay? I don't believe, again, no disrespect, but for you Juggies out there, coming over to my video and having to address the obvious to me on 2016 is an insult to my intelligence. I get that I was wrong. and it's 2020. I shouldn't have to address something that has already been addressed numerous times. This is the same thing with my Cotton Hill compilation video when people are saying, like, why the fuck am I watching a blackout screen for like 3 minutes? And I had to constantly explain the exact same thing of a video editing error that I made, and I'll try to be better from it. I'm so sick and tired of having to repeat myself because I can't teach common sense. Because people can't take the time to look in comments and see that every single comment that I responded to is the exact same thing that I've been saying. I get it, I made a mistake. Same thing with Mcjuggernuggets. I get it, I made a mistake. And there's voices going on, so pay no mind to that. So I thank you guys for watching this, taking the time to listen to the way I needed to address this. So final words for any people watching: take a little bit of time to understand that it's not me being a dick, but again, it needs to be addressed. So you guys have a wonderful day, and you guys be safe out there, especially these times.